Velar is an extremely elegant vehicle, and that's very much given by the proportion. When you look at the vehicle inside view, this beautiful silhouette, the way it tapers towards the back, and the way the overhangs, the front, short front, and the longer tail at the back relate to each other, it really conveys this sense of elegance. You know, the volume is gently pulled towards the back, and I think it just really conveys a really strong sense of elegance. The car really sits incredibly well as well, and this is given by the large wheels up to 22 inch, and the generous wheelbase, like Jerry was mentioning, that also delivers a greater interior space. But it's the overall flow of all these elements, the side view with the plan view that tapers at the back, all that really gives incredible elegance to the car.
And Amy, one of the words that's been repeated many times is this word progressiveness. What does that actually mean in terms of colour and materials?
Well, on the Velar, the color material design strikes a alluring tonality that is both sophisticated and dynamic at the same time. You see this in details like the burnished copper on the exterior accents. We've also designed authentic materials with a sensitive approach to their inherent natural qualities, like the open pore wood veneer. We have designed a new graphic iconography and material signature called Cut Diamond. This adds another level of detail as well as character to key bits of architecture in the interior. And for the first time, we will be offering our customers a curated choice of materials. Our new collaboration with Kvadrat, offering premium textiles at the same level as top-grade leather, is industry-leading. And these wool blend textiles are beautiful as well as more sustainable.
But still Range Rover, absolutely. Now, Mark, for you, the interior is, in the words that the other guys have been using, it's elegance and progressiveness, but it also has an air of sanctuary about it. Can you describe that to me?
I think the word sanctuary is really about the feel you want the customer to have when they get inside the car. By taking away all of the fussy details and just simplifying the architecture, you really create a very clean, very simple, very calming environment. We have our Range Rover DNA of the full width unbroken beam, and we spend a lot of time just massaging the volume proportions to get those just right and allow those clean, unbroken lines to just run through the cabin, and now they sort of run into the door casings as well, so that really creates a very harmonious interior.
And another word that's been used that I'd like to try and describe to us, Mark, is this reduction. What does that mean when you're looking and talking about interior design?
So as I said earlier, taking away that visual noise, reduction really comes to the fore when you talk about switchgear inside the cabin. We've had a philosophy for a long time now on Range Rovers of reducing the amount of switchgear, and we've really used the technology inside the vehicle to take this to the next level.
And Massimo, when we're talking about the exterior, reduction is also a word that's been used.
Absolutely, it's reduction really plays a critical role in the design of the Velar, and it just adds to the modernity of the overall design. And I think it's really about identifying what are the design elements that are really important for the design, what really designs the car effectively, and eliminate, take off all the other lines and details that really don't need to be there. So everything is there for a reason and contributes to the overall aesthetic of the vehicle. And this very much belongs to a design philosophy at Land Rover. This timeless quality in achieving this extreme purity that really doesn't look at what's going on out there, doesn't really follow any trends. And I think really this philosophy delivers design statements that will stand the test of time.
Now, Amy, coming on to you now, it's an interior that's, in terms of the colour and materials, like no other that we've actually seen from Range Rover. And as you've said previously, it's industry leading. Can you just tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, so on the Velar, we challenge the traditional conventions of luxury materials. The premium textile is a great example of this. When we began designing and developing materials for Velar 3 years ago, we began to see a shift in the customer landscape. People are focused on well-being, sustainability, and provenance of materials, as well as how all these things are made. Beauty and functionality, all these things are important to them. So our collaboration with Cavadra, Europe's leading manufacturer of premium textiles, was a perfect fit for Land Rover.
And how did you find that perfect fit?
Well, in the Color Materials design team, we do keep abreast of new materials and material technologies in analogous design industries like furniture, fashion, performance sports, and consumer electronics. Cavadra textiles are used by many high-end furniture brands, B&B Italia, Minotti, Vitra. We wanted to bring a bit of this premium tailoring into the interior because I'm sure, as you would agree, Mark, automotive seats can be just like furniture.
Absolutely, yes.
So it sounds like what you're actually creating is almost reminiscent of one's own home, one's living room.
Yes, the juxtaposition of the materials in the interior, the cozy wool blend on the seats, and then the technology, the high gloss black on the center console, it is reminiscent of your own lounge with your sofa and your flat screen, definitely like your home. Our interior color palette was also purposefully kept quite minimal because we needed to ensure that the physical materials worked harmoniously with all the digital materials on the screens, neither detracting or jarring from each other. We also kept in mind the very meticulous attention to detail, like the signature cut diamond that I mentioned before. This is highlighting key architecture, like Mark, you just mentioned the unbroken crosscar beam on the dash, elevating this, giving it a secondary, second level attention to detail. We also bring to light this cut diamond graphic in the form of a perforation on the seat inserts. This is both functional as well as adding character because we need the holes in the materials to allow for heated and cooled seats. We believe that all these areas are leading the trend in color materials.
So obviously you're all talking about how this is unique and it's setting Range Rover apart from the rest of the industry. But I'm getting the sense very much that it's been achieved through the three of you having very much a joint vision, and the strength of the design is it actually in the three disciplines really working very closely together on that. Mark, can you just tell me a bit about what that vision was, and from your perspective on the interior, a little bit about that?
Yes, I think it's absolutely right that we had a very holistic vision about how we wanted this car to manifest through its elegance, its simplicity, and its modernity. I think fundamental to the interior design is that I work very closely with Amy, for example, to make sure that all of the surfaces that I'm designing work absolutely harmoniously with the material properties, to make sure that the level of tailoring is absolutely what you would expect inside of a Range Rover vehicle.
And now, Massimo, did you feel that you were really pushing the boundaries for Range Rover here?
Absolutely. It was very clear from the beginning that there was one clear vision in design, one intent, and I think everyone really worked towards that goal. And it was about moving the Range Rover DNA on. This is a new Range Rover for new Range Rover customers. And when you look at the vehicle from any angle, really, from an exterior point of view, when you look inside, when you touch the materials, the look and feel of the vehicle, every single element on that vehicle is really speaking the same language, is really delivering the same message. And the only way you can achieve that is only through a very tight collaboration, but I think it's even going beyond collaboration. This is really just one team working incredibly close together to deliver this wonderful vehicle.
Thanks, Massimo. But Amy, now let's look at the first car, the first edition of this car. You've got some very special things planned.
Yes, so the Velar first edition will have some unique color material offerings. The satin finish body color flux will be painted through our bespoke paint facility. I'm sure that you remember our first exterior models.
That was part of the first message when we
Yeah.
presented for the first time model was painted in satin.
In the design studio, we felt that to view the models for the first time, the satin finish really amplified the modernity, that soft diffused look on the surfaces. Absolutely. So we're really excited that customers can select this option for their first editions, the satin finish. We also have the signature cut diamond perforation on our Windsor leather seats, and a stunning material finisher of a carbon fiber with a real copper thread woven through. In addition, on this finisher, we have milled into the top lacquer the words first edition and then back and filled that with black. These are all the special touches that we're offering to customers on our first editions.
Thanks, Amy. So to wrap up then, can each of you just tell me one thing that you've achieved with this vehicle in your specific area of expertise that you're really proud of, Mark?
So for me, it's the way we've tailored the technology to work with the DNA of the Range Rover interior. The way the lower speed flows onto the centre console is fantastic, and it gives a really intuitive, harmonious experience for the customer.
And Amy, how does that translate in terms of colour and materials?
I know I keep going on about the premium textile, but I really believe that this will help create a shift in the automotive industry. This material pushes the boundaries of what traditional definitions of luxury materials are and what they might be in the future. As you said, this is a new Range Rover for a new customer, and color material absolutely plays a key role in how our customers will see, feel, and experience this vehicle.
And it will create, as you say, a shift in the industry.
I think so, absolutely. I mean, this is the first time on a Range Rover that we're positioning a premium textile on the same level as a top spec leather. It's offering a curated choice. Whatever suits the customer, it's there for their choosing.
And Massimo, the exterior.
I would say that it's the way Velar shows an evolution, say an adaptation of the Range Rover DNA to a whole new level. This is the most road-oriented Range Rover we've ever designed, and when you look at it, it's this powerful combination, this beautiful harmony of elegance and power. Really, I mean, it's hard to pick one over the other one. It's just a beautiful harmony. This is a killer combination, I think, and I truly believe that people will dream about this car and they just want to have it.
Well, guys, thank you very much, Massimo, Amy, and Mark.